What's up, everybody? Mama's here. Mama's first. Oh no. Mirror's Edge. Tristan, what's up? Get rid of this whatnots and stuffs. Alright, so we're at floor 18. Map 2 of 3. I switched back to the Dryad. It seems like the sweet spot for spawn camping entrances with the monk auras is like floor 10. Floor 10 I switched back to the Dryad, that way I could just roll with 4 in my deck and not have to worry about any swapping. See, I found some more defender packs. Got 3 regulars and 1 epic. Stoked about that. Let's see, let's get some corrupty juice going here. And wave 5 incoming. Panda, Sidekick, Bot, Toxic Pizza, there's Twinkie. Quincy's here, Marcus. I use 3 Dryads because I've got 1 for walls and DPS, 1 for bees, and 1 for slimes. It allows me to get the most out of each defense. Stuck on floor 19. Enhanced poison or explosive poison. It's situational, Jake, really. They both have their benefits. Enhanced poison is going to be the most single target, but it's going to provide no AoE, really, other than the multiple targets that the PDT hits. And explosive poison, of course, if it's like a horde map, is going to spread the poison to everything in those tight packs. Let's see what we got over here. Nope, not quite an upgrade. Not able to watch a stream because you got school at 7 a.m. Well, that sucks, but you know, you got to go to school. That's part of the deal. Got to get all educated and whatnot. Yeah, I'm using Vicious in my trees now, and I feel dirty about it. I don't like using it for that, but you can't deny the ridiculous heal, the increased crit damage, and just the range where you can throw your bees wherever. Bees and slimes and whatnot. Yeah, it's a headshot, Mirror's Edge. Yep, it is indeed. So you don't notice that unless you're on one of your ranged heroes. Got a bunch of flyers rolling in over here. Yeah, the bees are getting on them too. See, oh, that was actually it. Take a look at this sword though. Nope. Not an upgrade. It's actually significant too if you look. I don't know what the percentage is. But it is, the weak spot is a lot more damage. Alright, moving on to the big enchilada map. The big enchilada map. I'm sure Trendy loves it that I call it that. But that's what it is. It's the big enchilada. Alright, take a look at the loots. Doesn't look like, well, there's a little upgrade. I'll take that. I'm going to do a tips and tricks video this afternoon for grinding ancient power levels for anyone interested in doing that. I've got a little bit of insight now on things to do and things not to do. That piece is questionable there. See 11-4. Yeah, the temple gets found quite frequently now. It seems to be random, no, Mike. I'm not positive, but I have gotten... I don't know if it's based off of what you've unlocked previously or exactly how it works, but I've gotten like Chaos 5 shard packs like on floor 4, you know, stuff like that. So there's definitely something a little funny with the shard pack drops. I have gotten higher shard packs for the floor I was in. Let's see what we got here. Detonator, bullet sponge. Still nothing but I got geodes, cyborgs, and shieldies, and that's all I've had to deal with so far. This actually looks like it could be a ridiculously easy run with that setting everything up like that right here. Yeah, it's every 8 to 10 maps, Mirror's Edge. It's intended. It saves your progress, but it's a memory leak type situation. It's not a memory leak, is what I was told, but it's something similar to that going back to Tavern refreshes that. Let me do this other lane first and then just dump everything here. So I got Geodes, little Gobus, and Warboars. Well, there really is no best. I can tell you my favorites. There, Marius, are like the Monk, the EV2, the Dryad, the Mystic. Those are probably my 4 favorites. Let's see. I think we're definitely getting a little lucky here. Yeah, Ramsters are really good if you have the Vicious Strike Shard and you can double range them. Without that, the range on Ramsters is just so god-awful. I mean, they still work. But, boy, you add the double range to it, you get Vicious and Deadly going on those Ramsters, and it's a good game then, that is for sure. What's going on there, Sean? Oh, man, this is going to be ridiculous. Then, am I missing a lane somewhere? I'm not. I mean, this is early floors, but... Jeez, it just seems like this is going to be too easy. I still got a bunch of DU left. Holy crap. That leaves me 120. I'll tell you what, let's go another slime here. And then 2 more slimes over here, and I should be able to completely ignore this lane. I mean, I probably completely ignore that lane right now. But, whatever, I'll take it. I almost feel like I had to have missed a lane somewhere, but it just seems like everything got thrown right into the mid here. Frosty lanes, you just have to be persistent with. If it's got frosty orcs, don't use stick with towers, or place your stuff so far out of range where they can't get frozen. If it doesn't have frosty orcs, proton beams and flame auras work really well. Yeah, this is just a face roll here. Let me just chillax and enjoy the show here. See how it goes. They're both really strong defenses, Marius. In your Ascension, they're T3T, and then there's also a shard for the helmet called Mana Capacitor that increases it by 100. It is a nice, after doing like the 60s and 70s floors, it's very relaxing coming back and doing the easier floors, even with the lower, you know, your lower power levels. Yeah, I think that's enough overkill for that lane, huh? Light Rain's here. What's going on there, Light Rain? That's one of the things that makes the Dryad so easy cheesy right now, is it negates so many of the different mutators. Between the bees, slimes, nimbus, I mean, you can basically get around. You can get around all of them, really, with proper placement. Now, of course, if you're in the higher floors and you try to use just Dryad, it's going to limit you some. It's best to add in a little different flavor once you get to that point. Depends on what pet ability you're using there, Miguel. That, and you got to hit the siege roller from behind. I'm sure you already know that. Takes reduced damage up front. Oh my god, it's Hodor. Good lord. Poor Hodor. I just watched that episode again not too long ago. I feel so bad for him. Good to see you there, Hodor. Been a long time. Just stats. All your gear are just stat holders. You want, as far as weapons go, you want to get the swing speed you like, or the shot type you like for a ranged weapon. They're very comparable, Marius. There is no better in that situation. They're very, very comparable. And it looks like that can go there. Not as good on that piece. Working a lot. Well, it's understandable. Gotta pay the bills, you know. Let's see here. Guess might as well throw some ups in over here, huh? Might as well. Up to you, really. There, Bobby. They're both good heroes. I personally would probably get the Lavamancer before the Adept, but it's a matter of opinion, you know. Right now it's 3:14 p.m., so mid-afternoon. Oh, this is just complete face roll. Watch, it'll open up 2 new lanes on wave 4 and wave 5 that are on complete whacked out sides of the map. The other Bob. I'm definitely not a laptop expert. I don't play any games on a laptop personally, so I can't say there. The problem with a laptop is you just got to spend so much money to get the performance of half the cost of a desktop. Guess I should get I can just get my witchy juice going, or my corrupty juice. Wrong hero. Get the corrupty juice going here with the melee attacks. I'm not being smart by sitting back. Alright, now that might be a potential wall upgrade there. I'm definitely gonna have to look at that piece. Uh-oh, stuck mob. Let's see. What is that? 11.6? 11.6, about the same actually. A little bit better on that chest. Not much, but good enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. $11.7. Looks like that should go there, maybe. 10.9. And that can go on my sky guards. I'm using a totem on my sky guards just because I've been getting lots of totems. So it seems like the thing to do. Gravebolt doesn't do damage to the siege roller, Miguel. There's the problem right there. Reroll it to a different ability. Gravebolt is really nice against every other boss, but against siege rollers it doesn't do any damage. It goes through the target, so it's not hitting, even though you're behind it, it's not hitting the back. It's going through it. Come on, you can do it! There we go. But I have no new lanes opened up. Maybe at this stage it's just wave 5. Lanes open at every wave, depending on what floor you're on there, Tom. The start of every wave, once you get into the higher floors, a new lane opens up. Yeah, Mystic EV2 Dryad. You got a pretty nice selection there, then. Depending on what you want to do, if you want to add another builder, then maybe the Lavamancer would be a good choice. But on the same note, you've got a pretty nice array of builders. If you want to add some more DPS, the Gun Witch is insanely fun to play. It's a lot of people swear by the Gun Witch, and I don't blame them because it is just really, really, really fun. Yeah, that's all in the video. There, Armando, it's Friday night, Saturday morning my time. Winners will be announced after my Friday night live stream on Twitch. Let's see here. Huh, I didn't get a new wave. That's weird because the last time I did this map I did. I guess it's random. At the early floors here. I'm still on Lobbyville, so... Lobbyville. Lavamancer's right click is like a charge type thing. Quit spamming, please, Tom. Appears to me like you're stalking everyone else. Not them stalking you. There we go. There's some fat loots. What do we got? Not really an upgrade. Yeah, there's nothing but face roll here. These lanes. This was actually... No, it's early floors, too. Only floor 18, but I think this is the easiest lane generation I've gotten, ever, of any of the times doing this map. It's another one that's a matter of opinion there, Toxic. I personally like either the Controlled Burst 3 or the Mega Shark. The Controlled Burst 3 I get slightly higher numbers, but the Mega Shark of course has a coolness factor, being the 8 shots per second. Yeah, that was just too easy that time. Guess the substats are a little better on that one. You can't just look at the main stat for sure. Oh, nice counter. That's awesome. Alright, Toxic, take it easy. And still no Pat. I can't believe I've done this many Onslaught maps and no Pat. That's crazy. Alright, off to floor 19. That was a gift from Trendy there, FA. No way to earn that in game. Alright, we got a little throne room action. Let's check out the loots here. I didn't think I saw too many upgrades, but 11-1. Pardon me. My voice is a little rough today. See, that one's debatable. Several of the substats are better. Actually, one of the substats is better. I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's debatable whether or not that's a better piece, but... Slight increase on the weapon as well. $11.5. Those are a little better. Yeah, those boots are a little better too. I think I'll use those boots. Alright, looking good. Yeah, Cody, on a Chaos 7 piece, assuming you have 0 Ascension, I didn't do the math for Ascension, but figure it's a little over, it's almost 230 defense power of a bonus for 1 Ancient Power with the Chaos 7 piece. Let's see what we got. Soft Spot, Toxikazi, Abominable with Geodes. Only one Cyborg lane. I do have Cyborgs and Throwers over there. I don't think that's going to make a huge difference, but let's see. And not a whole lot of mobs, so this is not the Horde type ones. There's tons and tons and tons of beginners videos on my channel there, Jose. Let's see, let's go one slime. I definitely want a slime over here with the cyborgs. And then try to fit in 4 bees as well. What did we have here? Or abominable, that's right. The hero I use the most is probably the monk. Overall. Alright, then we got Geodes Whompers. Let me throw the trees down and then do a little math here. See, that's 600 left. There's 4 lanes left, so that's 150 per lane. So, that could be 5 bees per lane, but I kind of want to get slimes in there. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go with a slime here. And a slime there. And go 4 bees here. And 4 bees there. And then that leaves me 280 for over here. So I'm going to have a little leftover DU, it looks like. Oops, wrong hero. Yeah, Mass Destruction. That's a good one, too. See, and then there's 200. I'm going to have 20 DU left, it looks like. And I got no cyborgs here, right? No. So I can just spam them right out in the open. And then this is the lane I'm going to have to manage. That's Trendy's been asked about that a million times there, Earl. It's not as easy, I guess, as we would think it is. It all has to go through lots of certification and all. So, I mean, they'll add more stuff when they can, but I don't think that's on the immediate agenda. But there's forum posts about it. The best thing you can do is go to the trendy forums and add to the forum posts about wanting more achievements and trophies for consoles. It's the same thing with PC, to be honest with you. The Steam achievements on PC are a little glitched. I've got the achievement, the only achievement I've got left to unlock is the one where it says kill 1,000 special enemies or whatever. I've killed 1,000,000 special enemies. You know, or probably not that many, but you know what I'm saying. I've killed way more than 1,000. Bees will do that. Bees do what they want. And basically, I'm just gonna upgrade the lane that's getting the action. So this one, it looks like this Whompers lane is gonna get the action. So that is definitely where the ups are gonna go. Actually, I got 500 left. I might as well hit these, and then I won't have to pay attention to them as much. Any of those lanes with lots of mobs, concrete, that don't have cyborgs, proton beams and auras completely annihilate those big packs. Proton beams with freeze and then throw auras right on top of them. So when they're frozen up, they're going to be inside of the, inside of the auras. Yeah, I do miss that aspect of DD1, without a doubt. If most of the lanes have cyborgs too, then that's just a bad roll. It won't be like that every time. Just pick the lane that's got the most mobs then and underbuild that one. And then overbuild all the other lanes, and then go to the underbuilt lane and DPS it. Is what I usually do when I get tons of cyborgs. Yeah, it's all on my Spotlights channel there, Matt. Basically right now, I'm not using anything set because I'm not looking for specific items. I'm just using shards that fit the need. Like, by choice, I wouldn't use a Skyguard or a totem on my Skyguard tower. However, since that's the best piece I found, I'm using Vampiric Power Transfer and Deadly Strikes. So you just have to use, the best shards for that slot, basically. Let's see, where's the tough lane? Looks like it's up top this time. We got a siege roller. Tell you what, let me just up this lane, and then that will allow me to ignore it and focus the other side more. Hit these guys up too. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do it with all of them. Like this, for example, like the Squire or the Dryad that I'm using here. You can use the same hero for DPS and for walls. So, that eliminates a hero slot. But I wouldn't create I'm not using, although I did, because I've got the hero cards. I don't use boost auras, I don't use buff beams, so ideally I don't need a card for those since they're not being used, Now, I went and created them anyway, just in case they ever do get any love. There is no best, really, for walls, Jeremy. It's all a matter of opinion and need. Like, I'm using the trees here. The benefit that the trees are a little squishier, but they give you hero damage buffs, plus they have a heal. So, like, right now, I've got a big range heal in every lane, which is extremely helpful, of course. Seems like... No, they all died. I was going to say, it seemed like that lane was getting pushed, but everything died all at once. I just gotta wait until next Thursday when the Siege Roller comes out. Nice run. I've been going up. I've been averaging about 10 floors a day, I think. Well, during these easier floors, I've been going more than that. Like last night, I actually didn't play very much. I probably could have got to like floor 25 or 30 last night. I started... Well, the wife actually started watching it, and just me overhearing it, it sounded kind of interesting. But that Black Sails show, TV show, the Pirates, it's actually not a bad show. Not bad at all. Alright, 11,588. Alright, I thought that was going to be an upgrade, but I guess it's not. What about for that? Yeah, it's an upgrade right there. So let's get our Sky Guards a little juicier. And let's see. Whoop. I think I threw my stars up on this up top there. They went somewhere. All right, where's getting the action? Looks like it's down here again. In here. We got an ogre. The slimes, of course, they just crit really big. So they're nice for the big bosses like the ogres. Yeah, I think that's probably good enough, huh? That's a good thing, though, Tom. You always want to have totems. You know, you gotta... strong walls are the basis for any good build, so... Siege Rollers aren't really that annoying. They're just Siege Rollers are an anti-AFK thing. Trendy doesn't want us to AFK, so they threw Siege Rollers in. Yeah, that music, the soundtrack for that is really good, Ron. I agree. I'm hoping they release that. Now, you can snag it out of the game files. It won't be the full version of the song. Ooh. Nope. Seems like I kind of flattened out a little bit on the upgrades. Gonna have to power through a few floors, I believe. Yeah, well, anything with wall leech. The worst for wall leech, in my opinion, is the ranged mobs. You get the ranged bosses throwing at the wall, and they just heal themselves up just instantly. I think that's the worst. The Siege Rollers, you can kill the Siege Roller so fast if you have a burst damage hero. Like I wreck the Siege Rollers really quick on the Dryad. Ability power Dryads are definitely some of the highest burst damage in the game. And it looks like all the bosses are going to stay over here, so I do want to take a look at the loot. Let's see. 10-9. That's not as good as that, right? No, 11-5 there. 11-350. It's not as good as any of that stuff. Yeah, it definitely seemed like I flattened out. I think I maximized the upgrades on the way through. And I tell you, I haven't gotten any of those crazy ranges, so that tells me that scaling based off of what you're wearing is still a thing. No doubt about it. Now, Trendy teased at that a little bit, but in my opinion, I think they were a little too elusive on that subject. Although you can get the big high drops, like if I was wearing crap gear, the range is going to be a lot smaller if you fine-tune it. The reason I know that it's not 100% loot-based, or I think it is anyway, is I did a test on a floor naked, and it was at a spot where I was getting like 14 to 15,000 main stat relics, and I got a relic with 17,000 main stat on it while I was naked. Ooh. Well, I'm sure that will... that's going to be a lateral move too. I mean, I could save that though and throw it on somebody else in case... Like, as soon as I get hex throwers, I'm probably going to want to throw the EV2 into the mix. And I might even drop slimes then, just to keep the deck fine-tuned. Yep. What a time for my mouse to wig out on me. There we go. What do we get there? There's a nice little upgrade. Alright, so I did get a little upgrade action there. Yeah, the XP is a lot better in Trials there, Reed, and plus once you get like a set of starter Chaos 7 gear from Onslaught, I'm going to do a video on it today, but once you get a starter set of Chaos 7 gear from Onslaught, in my opinion, we have to get to floor 54. As soon as you pass floor 54, if you switch to Trials to kind of fine-tune your relics for the last push up to however you want to go, it seems like the way to go. And like I said, the XP is way better, and win streak bonuses, all that stuff. So if you're farming XP or gold, Trials is definitely the way to go. And targeted shard farming as well. Alright, let's see what we got. Geodes. There's a cyborg there. Cyborg's over here. Increased magic damage. At these lower floors, I'm going to ignore that for the most part. Now, I do... Okay, I got no ranged mobs there, or no ranged mobs there. So that was one of my worries, whether or not I needed to place the walls out a little bit better. Now, here I do have ranged mobs, and I don't want those hex throwers throwing through my trees to the core. So I'm going to tree that bad boy way up there. And I got javelin thrower, or not hex throwers, javelin throwers. Same thing here, I got javelin throwers. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get up to the spawns a little more. There's no reason not to. Just want to get the basics down first. I do have a flyer lane here. No flyer lane there, but there is a flyer lane here. Something like that. Alright, Cyborg's lanes, I definitely want a slime. See, there was another Cyborg lane over here. It works, but not the same way as Trials there, Narcella. It makes the range smaller of drops. I'm gonna go like that. That leaves me 500 left, which is what? 17 bees, and that'll leave me, I think, 10 left over. So 4 lanes, that's 4 per lane. You don't want me to put one there. Just go over like that. Go 4 there. Ah, I forgot to look at my loot again. Dang it. Or did I? Did I look at the loot? See, that was an upgrade. Hopefully it's all hero damage or armor pieces. I don't want to have to sell and rebuild my defenses. That one, I'm going to save that for right now in case I want to add something else in. And it looks like that's it. Yeah, definitely. Drago's a beast. And you know what I'm going to do? Since I got lanes here where I can double dip one with no cyborgs to worry about, I think I'm going to go an extra B on each of these lanes. Because those, these lanes here, the Bs are going to just pass back and forth between the lanes. No cyborgs, so I don't have to be careful with the placement. I just throw them wherever. Yep, looking good. Yeah, Dragolich is well worth the money spent. I would agree 100% on that one. Got a choo-choo coming. I hear him honking off in the distance, blowing his horn. Alright, let's see. Well, I need to see if these cyborgs are going to die. If the cyborgs get down here and they stun all these bees, that's going to cause me problems. Yeah, cyborgs are dying, no problem. So these lanes here should be where the bulk of the activity will happen. You can get a max quality Chaos 7 piece like floor 52 or 50, or no, I bet it is 54, like floor 54 or higher there, Reed. So yeah, I've actually seen the best relic I've ever seen in the game, personally. In Onslaught, I found one of those max primary stat, 22,976 with 9,500 to 9,600 on the substats, all the way across the board. You can't go by sell value there, Wise Wolf. Sell value is, I mean, it's good for beginners, but it's not what you should be looking at. I've got information there that I'm not allowed to share because of a non-disclosure agreement, but trust me when I say sell value is a good generalization, but it's not what you want to be looking at. Let's see. Yep, looks like I'm out. That's all the juice that's left. Nice, Austin. Right now I'm using defense rate, power transfer, and defense crit damage on a medallion. But as soon as I get closer to, like, in the floor 50s, I'll pop that defense rate out and put vampiric in it. I look at all the stats there, Cody. A lot of times you'll see an item that the primary stat is lower, but the substats are way higher. So I look at all of it. Got cyborgs open, or that was Thork. Or no, it wasn't Thork. That was Cyborg's added to that lane. I just wasn't paying attention. Looks like Thork's getting handled though. The Cyborgs are not aggroing to these bees over here, which is strange. You'd think they'd... If I was a Cyborg rolling out of here, I would go right to that pack of bees. I would imagine they never will there, no Mike. Trendy's a very secretive company. They don't ever give us all the info. I don't know why. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's the truth. We never get 100% of the info ever. They want us to figure it out on our own, but once people do figure it out on their own, they never confirm whether or not it's right. You know? Yeah, I think everybody would say controlled burn there, Ron, is the hardest. You know what, I'm just going to park up here since I got Cyborgs up here now. But I think everyone would agree with that. Yep, train coming, sorry. I'm going to mute you guys for a sec. Well, it looks like he's going to park right behind my house, so... Sorry, all. Ear bleeding to commence. So, there he goes. He's taking off now. 11-4. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Alexander. I do appreciate it. Mirror's Edge, take it easy, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm on my second time through, Keith. Until Trendy adds in something with the retrying wave or map 3, I don't intend on trying to push to high waves or high floors, just because it was irritating. You know, it takes you 45 minutes to an hour to get to map 3, and then you know, you derp. You guys know I got my share of derps. So anyway, something happens and you lose and you got to start back over. It was too frustrating for me, so I'm just going to stack Ancient Power through the holiday until they get it fixed. What's up, Chris? Welcome. I think I used a few too many stars on those Cyborgs. It was probably unnecessary. The giveaway ends on Friday night. Their ultimate exclamation giveaway in chat if you have yet to enter. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment on that video that it links you to. He's coming back. The hype train returns. Oh yeah. Oh, it's coming. Man, it's a long one too. I'm just gonna make you guys listen to it. Sorry. it just irritates me to no end sitting there silent while I'm live streaming. So prepare the bandages for the ear bleeding, because this is a squeaky train too. Alright, fine. Too loud. Alright, so anyway, like comparing these marks, if I look at the mark versus the totem's got a higher main stat value by significant amounts. Or not significant amounts, but 300. Yet the mark has much more on the substats. So I'm going to go ahead and use those marks. Just because if you look at overall, it seems to be a little bit better. Now, of course, you can't compare sell value from from different rarities. So we got lots of baddies coming in here. I better get to wrecking all these cyborgs. Yeah, the adept does make power surge piece of cake. So does the dryad, if you don't mind the cheddar. Or did they fix that with the trees? Uh-oh. Something's on the core. How the heck did he get down there? Very strange. I'm going to have to stay back here now. I'm assuming there's a mage. Oh, there's Malthius there. So Malthius is going to be spawning skellies on the core. That is unfortunate. I'm just going to have to let those lanes manage themselves. And look at the bees attacking something underneath the core. That's the weirdest thing. Very, very strange. What could they possibly be attacking under there? Yeah, trees getting wrecked over here too. Well, something was just telling them to go there. There's really no point if you're just new to the game, Jose. Your best bet is just to play through the Onslaught or Trials and just have fun and see if you like the game, you know? There's no point in messing with the H and power until you understand how it all works. Well, 11-9, that's probably going to be a better piece. Questionable on that one. So what was that? That was map 1 and 2. Trying to repair the core. And throne room again. Man, I tell you what, I've got no shortage of throne room. It seems like it comes up all the time. Between throne room and assault on throne room, you just get it constantly. Alright, what do we got? We got geodes at maximum effort. Whompers. Phase. Those phase lanes are easy. because the mobs move so slow. Kursakazi with cyborgs there, big boys, floppy arms, and pig boys. Alright. I think just going to go with kind of my generic one slime setup. One slime, 4 bees on each of these lanes. Seems pretty easy mode. Thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Crap, did I put 5 over there? No, I put 4. Alright. Let's see. 106. There's going to be a lot of mobs. This one is kind of hoardy. This first wave could be a little sketchy. And this one, maximum effort, makes it seem like it's in my best interest to put multiple defense types down. I tell you what, let's just do it. Let's get a slime on each lane. And then see what that leaves me for bees. We definitely got lots of mobs. Yeah, some of those new skins are pretty awesome looking. I haven't been using the default skin on the Dryad. Well, ever since I got this one. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got those the Psycho wings. I'm pretty stoked about that. But this one just looks... The Dryad just looks cool. Alright, so what's that leave me left? I got 440 DU left and 4 lanes. So it's 110 per lane. So it's basically 7 bees per double lane. So let's go... something like this. There's 7 bees there. I should be able to put 7 over here. I'm enjoying it. They're frag zombie. I mean, the mode itself is awesome. You know, it's a lot of fun. The ancient power system, I think, needs some tweaks. I would like to see a little bit higher experience. So I'm going to upgrade these and then try to ignore this side. I would like to see higher XP bonuses. I don't even care about the gold bonuses. I mean, all the gold bonuses would be nice. It's more about the experience and getting through the system quicker for me. Every time should be quicker. Every time you use ancient power. And the way it's set up now, it is quicker, but it's just such a small amount of quicker. It's pretty much all opinion there, Jose. You can use any of them. You getting 6 mil in regular Chaos 7s? That's awesome. With the win streak, I take it. Alright, Austin, take it easy. My god, man, this train must be like 5 kilos long or something. I'm going to mute it again for a sec. That Kursakazi debuff does a number on the bees too, as you see. Well, we'll have to see it stack up. I think that was the lane it was on, wasn't it? Yeah. Proton beams and bees, oh my gosh, it just does crazy things. Actually, all of the ground defenses, it reduces the range of them down to nothing. But as long as you're still in range, it makes them hit so hard. Yeah, you can get water damage on any weapon. Well, I mean, you're at 3 already, so that's 15%. 15% of 5 million is what, 750,000? So, I mean, that's a nice chunk added on top. For sure. I've got it, what, about 30 more floors to go before, or more than that, 34 floors to go before I gotta worry about Chaos 7 runs. Got a ways to go. Oh, I farmed Chaos 7 a whole bunch of times. I mean, obviously I've reset, so I'm not back up to Chaos 7 now yet. If you're on the PC, you control left click on piece of gear will bring up the interface. I'm not positive on console. I'm sure somebody in chat can tell you though what will bring that interface up. Mouthies got wrecked. Good lord, man, the train activity is insane this afternoon. I'm sure you guys can hear that one. This guy is just noisy. Yeah, the B range shrinks way down, but look at their DPS, 1.64 mil. Proton beams. Now this is a cyborg lane, so I can't use them, but if you have not tried proton beams on a Kursakazi lane, you really need to. Oh, there you go. Steven answered it. So on Xbox, press Y. There's a shard for it there, Jake. There's a head slot shard for additional stars. Exclamation shards in chat will give you a list of all the shards and where they come from. I'm half tempted to drop those bees in the middle of that lane, but the cyborgs will ruin them. Every once in a while they just screech though, Ron. They're that sound. Where's Quibs at? He's coming in hot. He's getting wrecked. I might not make it to him. Nope. There. Killing blows matter. Take that, Quibs. There really isn't a must-buy, Nate. If I was to name one, I would probably say the EV2. But that's very biased, as that's my favorite hero. So, don't take that. Take that with a grain of salt, you know. You have to hit L1 and then up on the D-pad now, zombie, on the PS4. They did indeed change that. Yeah, the Dryad is definitely a mean girl, no doubt about it. I still, if I was starting fresh, knowing what I know now, I would still end up taking the EV2 over the Dryad. Although the Dryad is insanely effective in early and end game Onslaught, for that matter, I don't enjoy the playstyle as much as I do with the EV. But it's a matter of what you like, you know. I generally speaking don't like to melee. I would rather stay ranged all the time. Yeah, and then like Light Rain said, the Dryad does have a little learning curve with it. But, I mean, you can do this to siege rollers. Piece of cake. Just wrecking them. The slimes are great against bosses. They crit for really, really big numbers, which helps out substantially against the bosses. Yeah, I haven't been looking at any of the gear that drops here. I guess I should take a look at that. It seems like I had a dead spot here. That's why I haven't been looking. But luckily I have the power level just to muscle through several floors to get out of it. So tempting. Tough call. I think I'm going to go with it. 11-7, 11-3, 11-3. Here's another 11-8. Let's look at the substats. Yeah, the substats are way lower on that one though. Here's a little boot upgrade, just a small one, but I'll take it. Yeah, sorry, I had to mute it again. The train is just, it's deafening. I can't imagine you guys not hearing this going in the background right now. It's just really, really loud on my end. Very faint. Oh, it's just ear bleeding over here. I mean, I use a noise gate and stuff on the microphone. But, oh man, it's just blasting me right now. Alright, seems like it passed again for the moment. Switching, I'm assuming they're switching cars. There's a train substation down the road where they switch cargo, whatever you call them, the train cars around. You put them on different trains and whatnot. So it leads to back and forth of the train, sadly. It's one of those things like, what was that movie? 7, I think. That was how it was for the wife and I. We moved in that first morning, the first morning after a good night's sleep, we were awoken by the trains, and we just kind of looked at each other like, holy crap, if we'd only known. The world record? I don't know what you mean. There isn't really a world record. If you mean like highest floor or whatever, Gobu and Cookie Binger are up there pretty high. But there's not really a world record. It's not a competitive game. It's a, you know, it's more along the lines of RPG. I mean, people turn it into a competitive game, but it is what it is, you know. Yeah, Ramsters are good stuff, for sure. Man, I am pretty sure... Oh, need a break. Whatever. I'll take a break when I want. Well, I could open some loot boxes here. I found several here today. That's the best thing, Bobby, is having fun. Alright, let's see what we got. Duplicate. Oh, I hate it when I get those. And another duplicate, so I basically got nothing from those. Let's see what the blue one gives me. I've got enough defender medals for a reroll on the blue one, if need be. 3 duplicates. I think I'm going to reroll it. That was not a good reroll, but whatever. It's the price you pay for playing the lottery. See, floor 21. Here we go. I'll check my gear out once I get in there. Yeah, I mean, eventually, like Greg said, eventually you'll have all the heroes, so just get whatever you want. But just from playing the game naturally, eventually you'll get them all. Alright, at least we got a different map. Let's see what we get. Let's see, we got Enraged Geodes. Ah, taking it easy on us. No cyborgs to start. Easy, easy peasy. You can actually get away with 1 Skyguard on this map. In fact, I'm going to do it. Since I don't have any real difficult mob choices. Yeah, everything that's earned... No, it doesn't. Mastery is mastery. The minimum ascension level is just for when you prestige and use the ancient power. Mastery will always ramp you down. But, like your ancient powers, these guys will affect mastery. So, like, I'd get a 2% increased defense power in mastery right now if I was to do it. Alright, what do we got left? We got 830 left, which is 27 bees. I don't want to go that route. Let's get some slimes down first. Let's go 1 slime per lane. I put that tree way up there this time. Let me move that guy back some. Let's go 1 slime per lane here. Actually, I could use 2 over here. Let's go 2 there, and we'll go 1 slime here. And then what's that leave me? That's 630, so that's 21 bees. 4 lanes. So that's 5 per lane with 1 left over. Well, let's put the 6 bees right here. Go something like that. And then that'll leave us 5 bees for here. Let's go 3 there and 2 here. And then here you got a small opportunity for some double dipping. The only, on the bees though, the range gambit is pretty good by itself. And same thing with slimes. However, on, what's the map called? Hot Springs. On the Hot Springs map, I swapped the range shard out on them. Because that particular map has just got ridiculous amounts of opportunity to deal with the range. Make sure I got my range gambit. Where did I put points here? Oh, I put it into the slow, that's right. I was thinking, what the heck? Oh, crap. Look at this, I've got the wrong ascension on this guy. Man, I hate to use 200 defender medals, and I certainly don't want to use any gems, but I've got stuff in the wrong place. Let's go like that. Then we'll go like that. Alright, that'll help. Get the range fixed on these two. Almost to the cap, 210, and I'll have the range capped. But I'll take all the range I can get. There we go. Well, thank you very, very much, Chris. I do appreciate it a ton. Let's see, I got 50 left. I'm just going to hold on to it. Actually, let's just throw it right there. Let's see which lane gets pushed, if any. This is a 3-mapper, yeah. I'll try to blaze through these 3 maps, but then you guys know Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I do the bug testing thing with Trendy. They're gonna be going on holiday here pretty soon, so I won't have to do that for a couple of weeks, but today is one of those days. So I'll get through this floor anyway, and then I'll have to call it a day after that. I don't know, it would be pretty awesome if the corrupt form, if the skins passed over somehow though. That would indeed be kick-ass. I agree 100%. You know, especially, you know, you get a setup. Like, I really think the Dryad looks super cool like this. I mean, that's just an awesome setup. And then you go corrupt and you lose it all. And it's just got she's got the bad unanimated teeth. Tough to zoom in on them really far, but at least make her teeth chomp down. Make her, like, vamp out or something, you know? Oops, I'm not following my own rules. Alright, yeah, this is one of the hard lanes, so just without even doing the right thing, I followed my own rules. Got lucky. Nice when that happens. What I mean by that is when I'm doing these spammy slime B builds, I always upgrade the lane that's got the boss coming. Unless, of course, that lane's already received upgrades, then I don't worry about it. And I do something else, but... looking good here. I'm sure that's what it is, Wise Wolf. Some kind of, you know, I mean, it would be a lot more work for the trendy art team, but I'm sure there is some texturing issues. Now, I think like that Plexus one, you could make the Dryad look pretty dang cool in corrupt form, but of course I'm biased. I'm not the person who has to do the work. I just want to appreciate the art afterwards. Uh-oh. That was poor timing on that upgrade. I do have construction in though. So it got knocked out pretty quick. Yeah, the masks do look funny. Where's the one I've been using? I don't have the skin I want yet for the EV2. This one right here. The rabbit mask, it kind of molds into the face pretty well. So I've been using the Plexus with the Hypno wings, and then the... Go over here where you can see it better, outside of that tree. It definitely, molds into the face pretty well. Kind of silly looking, but you know. It's all about the silliness. Oops, crap. I went and switched my people up by accident. And I fixed my deck back? Nope. My Slimer went and disappeared on me. Where you at, Slimer? Is that all of them? Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, gotta have the bunny EV2, you know. There we go, now we're talking. Fat loots. Not much on that medallion, but that helmet is definitely an upgrade. Oh, did they go on sale, White Rain? I noticed they weren't on sale this morning. I was thinking, what the heck? The Steam Holiday Sale, I think, is a great opportunity for indie games to get some exposure. That, and like you said, it is a really good deal. That standard edition, you get, what, a couple thousand gems and a Dragolich? I mean, that's a huge deal. There's quite a few people that came to DD2 from Terraria. No doubt about that. I think that was one of the best crossovers anyone could have asked for. Dump all this mana I'm holding on to here. More than sufficient. What's going on, Brandon? Get back over here and get this Kellyan beat down here. Still got one more wave to deal with him. All of the DD2 DLC, so depending on the platform you're using. Yeah, just go to the storefront, all of the DLC is on sale. I'm still doing the mule thing, Narcella, so no, I don't recommend you not use it. Now, I recommend that you don't take it quite as seriously as you did with Trials. Just whoever you're going to use as your DPS hero, use that as your mule and just put the best gear on that one, you know? $11.3, $11.1. I got 11.6 on my totem. Oh, another Slakelion. I didn't even see where he was. The highest floor I made it to was 72. But, like I said, I'm not going to push the floors until they add a retry button. It's just too irritating on those high floors, because it takes so long to get through the maps. As soon as that becomes a thing, I'll be trying to push further. My guess will be around the beginning of January. We'll get something for that. What about here? No, not as good. Floor 45. That's pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. Crimson form, yeah, that would be cool. I think that may add too much depth to the character. See, there's an upgrade. Even though the armor's slightly lower, the substats are significantly better. So I'll be using that piece for sure. That's the way to do it there, Light Rain. I need to do that myself. In fact, the grind will end up getting boring just going to wave 65 or floor 65 and resetting through the holiday here. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm definitely going to be playing lots of stuff. Mixing it up a bit. I can't wait to get that Star Wars campaign started. I want to go through that story mode. It's going to be a blast. There we go. Upgrades, upgrades. I'll take them. I'll take all them upgrades, please. The answer to cyborgs is just use towers there, Santa. Don't use auras, traps, or nodes. The Dryad's not the answer to cyborgs. Now, I'm using the Dryad against cyborgs, but I'm also extremely comfortable with how the Dryad works. If you're not extremely comfortable with how the Dryad works, it's not going to answer that problem for you. Or if you don't have enough Ascension to fill in the range gambits, it's not going to help you either. Which, you have anything in mind there, Light Rain? There's a couple, there's a new survival game, or not new. What's the name of it? I can't even remember. Let me look. There's a survival game that popped up on the radar for me not too long ago that I wanted to look at. I can't remember what it's called though. Let me check. Oh, that Bermuda Lost Survival. I'm definitely going to play that game. I love those survival games, particularly the ocean tropical type beachy sharky. I like the beachy sharkiness. The beachy sharkiness. Oh, that's a good call right there. Pyre would be a good one to play. Like you said, Bastion and Transistor were both good games. Let's see. We got Cyborgs. We've got Proximity there, so I'm going to move everything up and basically get the free kills. Increased physical damage. Wow. It gave me 2 strong B lanes. Proximity, I can put the bees up closer and they'll do more damage, and bees are physical damage, so they're going to be just naturally doing more damage over there. The game hooked me up. Thanks for the hookup, game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a slime here, and let's say 4 bees. I didn't do the math. Hopefully the math will work out here. I'm going to do the same thing here. A slime and 4 bees. So let's move the slime back to there. And then that leaves me 600 left, which is 20 bees, which is 5 per lane, which is insane amounts of overkill. Holy bejesus. There's going to be some buzzing going on here. No cyborgs, so I'm just going to spam them up. Right in the lane, I don't even care. And those 2 double lanes should just get wrecked, because I get a buff to bees on each one of the lanes. Alright. Just gonna let it run and see. $270. Or maybe they're not close enough yet, is why. Let's see what happens when they roll out closer. Oh yeah, 401,000 crit. Over here they're critting for 279. Man, if it's not one thing or another, it's either the train or the neighbor's diesel truck. Yeah, you can get all the skins from the normal pack Concrete Fish. Cookie Binger got that Guardian of the Molten Citadel skin, that expensive one, from just a regular Green Defender pack. So you can get any of them. Of course, Cookie Binger's got all the luck in the world, which I usually don't get near that lucky. Let's see, where are we going? Where's the hot lane? Actually, it's right here. I was already at it. Perfect. Just get all these bees up here. Burn down these bosses. Who do I even have? Oh, I got a cyborg. Or I got the cyborg boss. So he's going to disable all these bees. I'll just have to manage that lane myself. Alright, here goes. That right there was Trendy's way of saying, "What are you doing, Juice? Just slamming bees on the ground up there at the entrance. How about we give you a little cyborg mini boss just because you're going to be that way?" That's exactly what that was. I'm definitely going to want to get on him quick, though. Hopefully I can kill him before a disable comes. Would be ideal. Oh, there's Lady Orcs. I didn't even realize. I'm snoozing here. I now have Lady Orcs in the mix. The Zerkers have arrived. Oh, here he comes. Oh, ho, ho. Take that, Thork, trying to stun my bees. I ain't having it. And nothing but flyers left. It's situational there, Santa. I mean, some cases like flamethrower spam would work really, really well. Other cases you might want to add Frosty or an Earth Shatter. You know, it's definitely very situational per lane. I would get the Adept over the Initiate personally. But part of that Initiate's Talisman is really powerful. But the Initiate's playstyle is not as fun as the Adept, in my opinion. Alright. No more Thork. Thork's had enough. What's up, Wisp? Yeah, it has been a while. Welcome back. It looks like everything's just getting doused up. The increased damage from the proximity on this lane is just owning it. You know what? Let me look at the damage difference from the other lanes, too. I gotta get all the bees to the same tier, or it will be confusing. Are they all at tier 2? No, there's one at tier 3. I'm going to sell that one for the moment just to get a comparison of the numbers. See, at tier 2 it looks like they're critting for 500. $550-ish thousand. Ooh, there's an upgrade. I'll look at it here on the next wave. I do need to, I feel like I need to put a little of that green mana into these Sky Guards. They're not getting the job done as much as I would like. So I'm just going to overkill them just so I don't have to think about it. Now, once you get to max bags, now the one that increases the maximum bag space, that gives you an extra one. Alright, let me get that bee back down and get it at tier 2 like the rest of them. Yeah, that one that Light Rain's mentioned, it extends it to 9. Let's see. Okay, 527 and 550,000 crits, 658. So that's why, that's 20%. So it's 20% increased damage over here because it's physical damage. I am getting some 550s in there as well, though. $550 to $688. Let's see. I'm going to bust out the calculator for this one. Oh, it's 25%. Wow. 25% increased damage just for using the physical attacks. That right there just tells you, I mean, take advantage of your lane modifiers for sure. Here's an upgrade. Nice. Alright, Light Rain, take it easy. Thank you as always. I actually am probably not going to have enough. Well, if I do it fast, depending on what lanes I get, I may have enough time to do the last map. Let me just look at those substats. 38, 39. See, it appears that one is actually better, even though the main stat is so much lower. I think I'm going to use it. That and it looks cool. So let's see. Let's do a quick upgrade sweep because I've been failing miserably at that here. Hey, there was one. What else did we have? 11-8. There's one right there. Ten, 9, 36, 38. That one's questionable, but I'm going to go ahead and use it anyway because it did, at first glance, it looked like a slight upgrade. I thought I saw more than this. 35, I saw that. What's this one? 58. 39. Actually, let's use this one instead. And that one looks like a slight upgrade as well, so I'll go ahead and use it as well. I'm purposely only using 2 shards in all these armor and weapons, just so it makes it faster to swap in and out with the shards. Alright, Dan, take it easy. Have a good one. Let's see. Let's just spam this lane. Just to use that mana. I'm gonna try to just speed roll through the next map here. I want to end it on an even floor. Or, you know, finishing off a floor, since this is a 3-map floor. So I may end up being a minute or two late for my little trendy deal. But they're very forgiving in that department. They actually laugh about it when I apologize for being late. They're like, yeah, whatever, man. It's all good. Try to get through this one as quick as possible. Trendy don't notice you? Well, they're not supposed to notice you. We're supposed to notice them, you know? Pretty much 3 p.m. Pacific time every day, but Friday, Sunday, and Monday. Friday I go at 1 p.m. Pacific over on Twitch. So like tomorrow I'll start the stream 2 hours earlier than I did today, but it will be on Twitch. Alright, let's get on to map 3 here. Hopefully get lucky with the lane spawns again and can blow through the map real quick. Never had a Twitch account. There's some good live streams on Twitch. Actually, there's more good live streams on Twitch than there is on YouTube, usually. I'm not even going to bother looking at my gear here. I'm just going to go. See, what do we got? Uh-oh, first controlled burn lane right here. Alright. Let's see, they're both coming this way, right? And we got flyers right here. No such luck on the speediness here like I was hoping. Got no cyborgs here, so let's go like that. Then we got zappers over here. That should handle that. Got cyborgs here with pain aura. Not too worried about pain aura. Actually, let me move these bees up. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go and go with a 4th. Then what other lanes did I have? I think I just got one more lane, so I underspent Geode Thrower Vanguard over here. So, just do the same thing. Actually, I'll go 2 slimes. I had to have missed a lane somewhere. I feel like I did. I got that one. I guess that's all of them. I really do feel like I missed a lane. That controlled burn lane throwing me off. It's because that's a double lane there, and I only built it as if it was one. Here, let's just do that. Grab some juice. And let's just get it going. I'll be able to get over there before the... So I got oil on the slimes, basically, and that's what's going to handle my controlled burn for me. But I also have drench on my weapon. So between the slimes and me meleeing in that lane, that should handle the controlled burn without any issues. It looks like I didn't miss a lane. I thought maybe I missed a lane. Yeah, that bee spam will... Well, the bee spam will work for another 15 floors, probably. After that, it will lose its effectiveness. And it's not as good on the horde waves, either. Because although there is multiple bees, they're all single target, you know? And you're wrecking it up. Yep, depends on what weapon you're using there, Tom, and your defenses. Bees are physical, slimes are magic, and weapons can have elemental damage on them. Which elemental damage is magic? No new lane. Let me get this flyer. Oh, I ran out of mana. I'm not going to worry about it. Next wave, I want to get that other Skyguard upgraded. Same thing with, like, well, what else could you compare it to? I guess, like, harpoons, you know, depending on how you shard it. Well, that's not damage, though. That's oil. That's a condition. But, yeah, I mean, slimes are magic. Slimes are magic, bees are physical, and any weapon that has elemental damage on it is doing both. You're actually steamrolling this pretty quick. Yeah, poison would be magic damage. A little upgrade there, maybe? And actually, I can probably throw that on my slimes. Alright, let's get this Skyguard upped. And no new lanes yet. It's not going to start with the wave 3 for another... probably another 10 floors or so, at a minimum. Pushing it on time. I got 9 minutes. 9 minutes to make it there, but I only have, what, this one and 2 more waves, so shouldn't be an issue. And they're small waves. No horde lanes this time. But that, and then remember also, like if you're using Beacon of the Storm on your gloves, storm damage is magic damage. So I mean, there's lots of different ways to add physical and magic damage into your attacks. What's going on there, G-Man? gotta stay focused on this controlled burn lane here. Looks like Gorbstock is getting owned, so I'm gonna ignore him. Uh-oh. Oh! Can I make it? Nope. Alright, got a new wave opened up here now. Oh yeah, grinding it out. This is prestige number 2. So my 3rd time going through. Where is it? It's up top. We got geodes, throwers with bullet sponge. So do the standard issue here. Go with a slime, 4 bees. I'm gonna upgrade this lane right now so I don't have to worry about coming back to it. And yeah, that should be good. And away we go. Nah, this is off of yesterday's. I didn't play last night. I watched a bunch of that. I mentioned it earlier. That Black Sails TV show, the pirate show. I've never really watched it before, so I've got several seasons to get caught up on. I started messing with that, watching that last night. Just check your lanes there, Chad. There's a 10 tips and tricks video on my channel, but pretty much just check your lanes, check your modifiers, and have at it. Come on, Tuskar. Tuskar got wrecked. That looks like a decent piece too. That could be a potential slime upgrade for me there. It started off really slow, but like halfway through the first episode, it picked up a little, and it's been pretty decent ever since. I've had other people tell me to watch Shameless. I've never seen that one though. See, we gonna get another lane here? Yep. And where is it? Let me grab this juice here real quick. It's in the middle here. Alright, we got cyborgs. Let's slime it up front. Bees in the back. Good enough. I'm going to upgrade it all again just so I don't have to come back to this lane. Guess that's all I got. There we go, there's another one. Then I kind of have to, that controlled burn is forcing me to stay over on this lane. So I'm just going to watch the mini-map for those other 2 lanes that opened up. And then that far lane that I basically not touched. Basically, if any mobs out of this lane make it past the slimes, then there will be nothing that can do damage to them. So if I'm not here... Not for the young ones, fair enough. Anyway, if I'm not here to provide that drench, there will be nothing that can do damage to them if they get past the slimes. I can't believe I'm actually going to get this done. Thork! Where's Thork? Oh, man. I might have to run over there to Thork. Nope, he got owned. Woo! Got lucky on the Thork there. Thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a ton. And let's see what kind of fat loots we got. Give me the dang pet, for God's sakes. I still can't believe I haven't gotten that pet yet. It's an absurd amount of floors. Nah, I'm not allowed to stream the trendy stuff. It's all under a non-disclosure agreement. So I can't even play on my own account. I have to log in with one of their accounts. There should be a link down in the description there below, Nate, on my Twitch account. I'm not going to be streaming anymore today, though. I will have a video coming out later on, either late tonight or early tomorrow morning, Pacific time. But I won't be back until, I'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow over on Twitch. Will be my next live stream. But thank you all a ton for swinging by. I do appreciate it. Psychotic, welcome. Sorry, man, you joining right at the end. But thank you all an absolute ton. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time around. Take it easy.